Well, it's obvious to us that we still got a long, long ways to go. I thought we had some fairly good physical effort, but there's a lot of fundamental things that we still are working on. We're still a work in progress. Yes, we have potential to be a pretty good basketball team, no doubt about that. Obviously, we're trying to get as many of our young guys on the floor and get them to get out and see how close they can come to executing the things that we've worked on. And defensively, it's obvious that we've got a ways to go. I think we're going to have to be a better rebounding team. I love our attitude, I love the camaraderie. It's just that we're still a work in progress. But I do think that we've had some improvements with our returning guys and our 3 guys that were redshirted last year and our two first-year players. I think you can see that they have potential to be able to blend in and give us some help.
Hey, Coach, how impressed were you with Devin Vassell's performance tonight?
Well, obviously, this is what we call a glorified practice. And I thought he made the best use of his minutes. He's a youngster that has a lot of potential. I thought he was active. He was a little nervous when he went to the game, obviously. But that's what you expect. That's why you have these games. But I think he showed you that he has potential to be a good player.
What can you learn from a game like this against an opponent like that? What are you looking to learn?
I tell you, I thought that in spite of all the full court pressure we put on them, I thought they didn't back down. I thought they handled it real well. I thought that they showed some toughness, and this was a good game for us because we gave them a pretty good amount of effort. We played a lot of people. We were fresh, and I thought that they held their own. The score is not an indication of them not playing well. I think we shot the ball well from 3. I thought it's hard for them to handle a guy at 7'4" like Kamaji. He got some shots in the lane there. Obviously that was to our advantage. We maybe a little bigger, stronger, a little deeper. And so I'm sure they were challenged by the defensive pressure and how we overplayed them in the half court. So I thought it was an excellent team for us to play because they were well coached. They gave tremendous effort. And even though we had at the end there was a pretty good margin, at one time in the second half they were shooting 50%. And they ended up shooting 40% I think in the second half for the game. But I thought that was a good challenge for us. I thought we were good for each other.
Coach, the guys were playing pretty well together. They were communicating a lot, talking on help side defense. Is that something that you've been emphasizing?
Well, what we're trying to do is develop a working unit that all of them play with each other. So it won't matter who we have on the floor, because there will be different guys on different nights. We're comfortable utilizing the deep bench. Guys, but that's who we are. That's how we have been as successful as we have been, and now we're trying to take our program to that next level, and we're trying to turn it up a couple notches.
You mentioned the 3 red shirts. That's not really something that seems to be a luxury you've had in the past, to have freshmen come in and get a whole year in the system without having to play. What difference does it make to get that extra year, and now what do you see from them?
Well, I think it does a wealth of good from a maturing standpoint. Those guys at least have a pretty good understanding of what we're trying to accomplish within our system. So they're not as intimidated. They've been on the road with us. They've been in practices. They've been in the film sessions. And we expected those guys to be a little bit more ready to play for us and contribute than incoming freshmen who have not been exposed to this level. And I think there were some moments I thought each one of them showed, that they are not first-year freshmen. Polite, I thought, showed that he could defend a little bit. We let him play some point guard there for a little bit. He's a pretty good jump shooter. He took the ball to the basket 1 or 2 times. But he gave us good energy while he was in the game. I thought Raquan didn't play one of his better games, but I think you see that he's talented. He can play 5 positions. Wyatt's a very good shooter, excellent passer. Devin Vassell, not Devin, but David Nichols, I think showed that he can play pretty good defense. And he's a confident guy, the ball's safe in his hands. So, those are the things that we feel that are going to be important for us. So our exhibition game, we try to get those guys minutes. We try to get them as many minutes on the floor as possible. And hopefully that will pay dividends for us once we get into the regular season.